WrestleMania finished up. Uh, I didn't like the show. I personally didn't. It felt, how do I put this? It felt stale. Very stale. It felt very rushed. Liv and Vicaire, at least for me, would have been like the better of the women's matches that we got. Went barely 10 minutes. Liv won the belt, which, don't get me wrong, I'm a very big fan of Liv, but her reigns with the title so far have been, I don't want to say lackluster because she's a good worker, but they haven't given her a good repertoire of opponents to go up against, right? And likely she's going to revert to using Judgment Day's Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez to run interference for her, for Dominic. Uh, Brock retired, didn't see that coming, and I am very, very sad. Very sad. I love Brock. He's one of my favorite guys. Cody retained. Why? Uh, as for the whole McAfee angle, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I personally liked it. I liked McAfee angle just because, well, I think that's hilarious. I really do. Right? Although interesting thing here, a good friend of mine brought this up to me, saying that a good amount of what he's saying, like Orton's gonna be the guy to save the bleeping business and other stuff like that. You have a puppet for a champion in Cody Rhodes. That seems a lot more of what the final boss of The Rock would say. So that makes me wonder, did they recycle this from Cena's character last year after they decided to switch the storyline halfway through after Mania? I'm not entirely sure. Really, I'm not. Um, Night one had over an hour and a half worth of ads. And in case you guys are wondering, that's an ad basically every other match. And mind you, the ESPN app kept freezing, so you had to X out and go back into it, potentially missing the match, which I feel is highly unprofessional. Also, they had trouble selling tickets for night one, as a lot of people said night two had the better card. To be fair, it did. Uh, but hey, we did have the former Saraya Knight uh, page showing back up. She returned, won the women's tag titles with Brie Bella, which is very cool. I'm a big fan, big fan. I'm happy she's back. Um, Roman and Punk was probably the best match on the card, if I'm being honest. Brock and Oba, I thought that would go a good bit longer. It didn't. Um, Also, people were audibly chanting second half of the show on night two. Cross behind Roman Reigns, they were chanting uh, F word TKO, which, if I'm being honest, I agree with. They I've been messing up WWE quite a lot, and I, for one, am tired of it. Honestly, you spend more time with celebrities drinking beer in the crowd than you are on the actual matches and making your women's division better. Not that good a look.